Hey everyone, it's Peek. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another Pokemon Unite video. So, today I'm going to be playing Lucario, who, in my opinion, is actually one of the best Pokemon in the game. Just super versatile, strong at every single point of the game, beginning, middle, late, end. It's a super potent Pokemon, and especially here, you're just going to see I'm going to be going in the jungle. So the ganks that we're going to be able to get off from the jungle position as Lucario are going to be truly a sight to see, because Lucario's damage is just insane, and his ability to lock down opponents using his auto attacks is crazy. As you guys know from my other videos, every Pokemon in this game, with the exception of Garchomp and Charizard, they got something different, has a special auto attack activation that happens every third auto attack, and Lucario's is kind of nuts. It's a knock up, and it also pulls the Pokemon close to you, like it pulls it just a little bit close up to you. So it's like super good for chasing people down. Like people just cannot, you cannot get away from Lucario, even as Greninja. Like it's super hard to get away, because Lucario just has so many dashes, so many ways to stick to his target, that just makes him, honestly, in my opinion, just like I said, one of the best Pokemon in the game. And honestly, it could very well be the best, to be honest with you. It's definitely top 3 for sure. So anyway, as you can see, pretty standard jungle clearing here. I'm just gonna grab the execution buff, which is the blue buff, lets you do extra damage to low health targets, so that'll just help me clear a little bit faster. I'm gonna come over here to the red buff, which, as you guys probably know by now from my videos, is a slow. It's a burn and a slow. So, and of course, you know, we gotta go Power Up Punch. I love Power Up Punch. It's such an insane ability. Extreme Speed is great too. Extreme Speed has a lot of like cooldown reset potential, similar to like Greninja with Surf. I just like Power Up Punch so much more, because look at this, like you can cancel it. You basically, Lucario is all about being a threat. So I haven't even used Power Up Punch yet, but you'll see I'm charging it up, and I have that threat. There's always that threat that like I'm gonna launch it, but you can also very easily cancel it. That's a great thing about an ability. It's a channeled ability. And you know, you can't cancel, like for example, Greninja's Water Shuriken and stuff like that, but you can cancel this, and it's just you have it like 1 second later up again as a cooldown. So you know, my jungle mobs are coming back up. Obviously I want to maintain a nice EXP lead, so I wasn't able to really get a successful gank there, so I'm just gonna come back to these camps, get the buffs again, and be ready to just go back. I think the jungle timing is super important. You really don't have a lot of time to get a gank off after clearing. You'll see that this guy right here thinks he's clever. The Gible on the enemy team, I mean, just look at how much damage that does, you guys. It's honestly insane. So that's a super good kill for me early to get that early XP. I'm just gonna come back over here and get my red buff, so then I can go gank the lanes with my newly found EXP lead, thanks to the Gible. I'm just randomly coming in here. So I'm gonna go Bonerush as my second ability. I really like it because it is not only a knockback, so it lets you get like spacing if you're in a really sticky situation, but also lets you like re-engage in people. And there's a recast that does some extra damage here. So it's just, you'll see here, it's gonna knock and stun Pikachu as well as Gible back. It's an AoE stun. So that just really just lets me space them off of these Vespiquens and the Combees, so my teammates can get them. Again, just super crazy damage. It's just such a threat. And you see Lucario's passive just activated, Steadfast. That gives me a shield when I get turned down to low health. It does have a slight cooldown, but it's honestly pretty good. So like, if you ever think you're getting close to killing a Lucario, ask yourself, does this guy have Steadfast? Because if so, he actually has a lot more health. I think it's like 20% of his health or something, a shield that he gets off the passive. So you see, thanks to Eldegosh's shields and the broken third basic attack passive of Lucario, we're able to lock down that Pikachu. Literally just can't go anywhere. And yeah, it's crazy. Look at how much Power Up Punch does. I'm going to sidestep into that Pollen Puff so I can get the heal there. and just get another attack off. Basically what I'm doing is just, right now I'm just stacking my item. Like I already have such a huge lead from the early kill on Gibble, as well as just good jungle farming. Now my camps are up, so you're going to see I'm going to get a nice quick back off here. Apparently, no, I'm not. I didn't really need to stay here in my opinion, but I think I'm just thinking I'll probably just cut off the invaders in our jungle if they try and come out. But I see they're staying, so as well as we got Rotom up, so I really have to help clear that out. You'll see that you can actually knock back Rotom with Bonerush on Lucario. It's super useful for that as well. So like if the Rotom's just getting a little too close, you just angle your Bonerush at it so it pushes it away from your goal, and it'll give you a little more space. That's, you know, that wasn't me, you guys. That was a classic case of the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, and there it is again. So like if you flick the Pro Controller, oh, I remember this game. I was actually so mad that my controller failed me twice that I just ended up Unite moving the Cinderace just for good measure. But we ended up getting the goal anyway, because that Aura Sphere went down all the way in that lane, so it kind of scared off the enemy team as well. So here you can see I can literally just walk into a group of 3 and do damage. Like obviously my team is with me too, but this Lucario is so potent right now. I'm just trying to channel while the Cinderace is using the Unite move. I got a little bit of nice invulnerability frames during my scoring animation, so I didn't get the full damage from that Pikachu Unite move. I think I die here. I should have just kept backing, because I would have actually gotten the back off. Or recalling. You know what I mean by back, hopefully, by now. Yeah, I just died to the Garchomp Unite here. It's all good. And our Garchomp's gonna Unite as well. And yeah, like the lead that I've been able to provide from the jungle to my team is huge at this point. So this game's going super well. My buffs are up. You can see that 2 of my teammates actually had buffs, and that's just because they keep getting them from Pokemon they knock out. So when you knock out a Pokemon in this game, actually you take their buffs, and it goes on full cooldown, which is a bit unique. I'm not sure all like mobile MOBAs do that. I think it's usually like a reduced cooldown, but at least in Pokemon Unite so far it seems that you get the full buff duration. So you can keep trading a buff back and forth for quite a long time actually. So you know, it's a bit of a bummer that the Garchomp is down there getting that Dreadnought, but I do really have to stay up here because none of my team is protecting the tier 2 goal, and Rotom is up, and you'll see that like they're on it right now. I can see the Slowbro animation, but I don't know who else it is, and at this point, you know, I can see that it's Cinderace. I think Slowbro saw me here, so that's why he came into the bush. I think I was just outside, but you know, I can Unite move and just easily clean this up. I do pick up the Cinderace, but because of the huge burst damage from Absol, I'm not able to survive. So they'll get that Rotom, but I did delay it long enough to where my team was able to work on that bottom objective and roam up in time in order to just kind of kill this Rotom before it gets to our goal. And obviously I'll go help kill the Rotom as well, because I see that they're engaging there. So I'm going to be the one. Here's a good showcase of the Bonerush to knock it back. You see I step back a little bit just so I can get the right angle. But yeah, it knocks it back like a decent amount, honestly. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Let me just power punch this thing to death. I mean, you can see just how much damage Lucario is capable of dishing out. Burst. Like, obviously without his abilities, he's not doing as much, but like that's the thing. When you reactivate Bonerush, your skill 1 gets reset. So like power up punch or extreme speed, whichever one you go, it's gonna get reset. So basically the basic combo for Lucario should be power up punch and auto attack cycle, so you get the knock up, and then Bonerush to chase him down, and then once you reactivate Bonerush, you can power up punch immediately right after that again. So super nice. I missed the power up punch there, which is super unfortunate, but I will just be able to flash and pick it up with another one, because like I said, I was able to power up punch immediately right after that again because of the recast animation, or sorry, not the animation, just the recast of Bonerush. So I'm actually gonna be able to knock out Slowbro from the telekinesis animation there too with power up punch, because it is a slight knockback, which is super handy for that sort of thing. But because that's a big cooldown for Slowbro, the telekinesis, and to be able to just knock him out of that using a move with low cooldown as power-up punch, I mean, it's super handy. I mean, if you guys aren't convinced of Lucario by now, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, look at that combo. Like, you can stun 2 people at once, 3 people, 4 people. You can stun a whole team with Bonerush. You just knock them up against the wall and then go right back in with power-up punch. It's just so good, man. It's so good. So at this point, like, I'm not sure if my Garchomp is gonna get the. Oh, that's a classic Switch Pro controller moment there. So thankfully the Garchomp got it in time, so I was able to come up to this middle goal. I wasn't sure, actually, if he was going to be able to get it on time, but thankfully he did. So I'm just going to back here again. And this is just a classic case of defense. Like, it's super important when you get some massive scores like that you don't overstay your welcome. You see the Garchomp overstayed. The Slowbro is probably going to get picked up here as well, which, you know, I mean, it'll happen. Like, obviously their spawn is right there. Like, they're going to appear there and they're going to destroy you. But the important thing is to get out in that situation, especially since I had already scored my points. I'm basically on defense duty, and you'll see, I mean, 725 to 193. That game was no shot. But pretty good game all around for, like, just a showcase of Lucario. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments who else you want to see in terms of Pokemon, what other content you'd like to see on the channel. But drop subscription for more Unite content daily here on the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.